Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning here on the north side of the Camote Islands. About an hour past sunrise on Tuesday morning. And in a nearly cloudless sky. Beautiful morning. Sun is poking through the sunscreen there a little bit. And the golden light shining across the water. That's the main part of the island. I'm anchored here in the pass. There's a small island to the north. And right now the tide is just about slack. In other words, there's no tidal current running. It's getting ready to shift and will start coming from that direction, which is the west. Through most of the night it's been coming from the east. But now that the tide is slack, the boat is lying more towards the wind. There's a couple of the local boats there. They're ferry boats and fishing boats. And this morning, all these men came out. They have a small bunker boat that's powered by paddles, and they got a big fishing net, and they put the fishing net out in the water, and now they're all over there hauling it in. Hopefully they have a good catch. They can do that out here at slack water because when the tidal current is running strong through here, it's almost 2 knots, which would push all these little the little individual boats around. Makes it pretty hard to paddle against that strong of a current. Looks like hard work. Must be 7 or 8 guys over there hauling away on that net. A couple of them went in the water to help spread the net out. That's well, here it is a little later in Tuesday morning, a little bit after 11 o'clock. We came ashore in the dinghy and got a hubble over here to San Francisco, which is the main town in the Camotes. They're preparing for the Soli Festival. Nice little town, smaller even than Carmen. We're just kind of looking around in the shops. One had a pond and a cold drink. Busy place. Lots of people coming and going. This, of course, is kind of the main street through town where all the shops are. Leanne is over there looking around at the shop. More tourist-type stuff. She got a cute green hat. This is a map, a relief map here of the main island. It's the western of the 2 large islands. The eastern island is right next to this island and about the same size. They're quite close together and joined by a single bridge. The blue area up there is a big freshwater lake up in the hills, and just above that Right there in the center of the picture is a sign for an underground lake. It's actually not much more than a pond down about 80 or 90 feet below the surface, and the water's quite cool down there. I've been there before. Where I'm anchored with the boat right now, you see the small island to the north, about where that picture with the cross in it is. At the upper left-hand corner is about where I'm anchored right now. And to get over here to San Francisco, we got a ride from one of the local young fellas over there on the Hubble Hubble. It's about a 5-mile ride over here, I'm guessing. And pretty much we'll stay on this road now all the way back. And we're out of San Francisco, right about where that big overhead sign is. It doesn't take much to get out here in the countryside. Not sure, but I think that's it. It's Tuesday evening. As a beautiful red-orange sun sets in the west. It's just a little above the ridgeline, that central spine that runs along Cebu from the north to the south. The wind is eased off, and it's quite calm here in the anchorage. Just a few little swell waves, little ripples on the surface. The fishermen were out earlier, about an hour ago, with their big net again. But this time of the night, most people are heading home. I'm anchored here in about 20 feet of water. You can see the bottom pretty clearly. The light spots are the coral sand. And you see this debris floating by, seaweed and leaves and such. It's going at a pretty good pace. That's the tidal current flowing through the pass. That's about as strong a current as you'd want to try to swim against. And now as the sun is setting over there in the southwest, we're a little bit past the full moon. And there's the moon coming up in the east. It's about 1 day past the full moon because the sun is just setting and the moon's about 15 degrees above the horizon. So we'll have a nice bright full moon all night tonight. Amazing how bright it is out here because the sky is pretty clear.